Steve, the contactee numbers that are emerging, and they must be huge. I mean, has there been any consideration given to them banding together to start their own movement? Like, I guess, strength in numbers could even give the skeptics something to think about.
I've thrown that idea out. It's tough. It's very similar to the gay rights movement. One of the reasons that the gay rights movement was held back was because of so many gays simply couldn't come out of the closet.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, a lot of them did, including well-known people. And that established the basis for political movement. The last closeted people in America are the contactees.
Right.
Pretty much. I don't mean it any disrespect for people in the closet for being gay or anything else. There are obviously going to be people in the closet for some of those things. But in terms of on a broad spectrum basis, the last people I think are the contactees. So they're coming out. But this is a tough issue, right? To band together.
It takes courage.
It more than just courage. It takes funds, and again, the issue is so intellectual and complex. It's not like, hey, I'm gay, deal with it, right? No, it's like there's extraterrestrials here, and they're contacting me, deal with it, and people are going, what? So no. Now, I happen to believe that after disclosure, I expect millions of contactees to come out of the closet. Well, let me put it this way: to the extent that they know that they're contactees, and many don't, but a huge number will come out of the closet, and they will come together, and they will pool money, resources, and exert political clout in the post-disclosure world. And they'll have that clout because the people that there's 7 billion people in this world, and the people they most want to talk to and hear from afterwards will be the contactees. So they will have a vast audience wanting to hang on every word. Mm-hmm. And as a result, they will have a platform. And I think they will come together and they will be a political force, but not before disclosure.
So, I mean, the government, if they've known about the covert contact that's been going on and they finally admit it, I mean, the traumatized contactees, I mean, have they got a case for compensation?
Look, there's a lot of potential cases for compensation here, but this is a transcendent phenomenon. It's not. It transcends war. It transcends religion. It transcends national boundaries. It's a paradigm shift of unprecedented proportions. I will gently discourage those who want to litigate this thing for the rest of the century. There's just too much to get into, too much to learn, too much to know. There will be, certainly some instances where compensation is going to be made. I imagine, I think once the families of the shuttle astronauts who were killed in those 2 explosions are going to be pretty upset if and when they learn that the government had sequestered private black anti-gravitic craft that were not available for that purpose, because to make it available would have ended the truth embargo, and the truth embargo was a priority. They're not going to be happy. I expect there'll be compensation there.
Yeah.
But it's look, one of the reasons the truth embargo has lasted is because there are plenty of people in the government that I think that are involved in this, that can handle confirming there's an extraterrestrial presence. It's not that profound, really, in a way, particularly given all. But they really struggle with the inevitable day that will come fairly soon, where they have to acknowledge the extraterrestrial contact that they could do nothing about. That is going to be a tough public relations day for the government. And my attitude is, so what? Your job is to lead. We pay your salaries. You serve us. I don't care how uncomfortable it is. You will do it. You will acknowledge it, right? And we'll move forward, right? Kicking it down the road until you're dead and somebody else takes that role is unacceptable. Get out of government if you can't do this. Find something else to do. We're tired of the lies. We're tired of the secrecy. We're tired of the propaganda, the manipulation. particularly given that this is the United States with a pretty damn good constitution. Get on with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have much sympathy, but that is a tough one for them, and they will have to face it.
Do you think the public will be given the opportunity to prepare for disclosure? I mean, we're seeing little bits and pieces at the moment, but I mean, they're not likely just to come out and say, yes, we've been talking to aliens for the past 70 years.
Sure, that's what they're going to do. And has the public been prepared? You bet. A lot of people that wrote a lot of these books behind me, that's a UFO library, by the way. Stretches
impressive.
Have been preparing them. Hollywood has been preparing them. There's been over 300 films involving ETs of one type or another since 1951. They've made, I don't know how many $1 trillion, 8, 9, 10 billion dollars in revenue. Everybody knows about extraterrestrials now. We're thoroughly prepared. I assure you, thoroughly prepared. I don't know why the government doesn't see that. Maybe they do, but again, it's not so much that we can't handle the truth. It's that they can't handle telling the truth. And while I have some appreciation for that, once again, they are public servants, and they're going to do the right thing.